Saudi Arabia may be one of the loudest voices when it comes to criticism of Syria over what it calls the repression of the people. But it seems it's using similar tactics at home. 2 people have reportedly been killed when police opened fire on anti-regime demonstrators. It's not the first time there have been deaths at protests, while many have also found themselves behind bars. Well, for more on this, I'm now joined by political analyst Professor Ibrahim Alouche. Saudi Arabia is widely believed to be supplying arms to Syria's rebel forces and have been paying their salaries. Why does it apparently help to topple the dictatorship there in Syria, but launch crackdowns on its own people at home?
Well, Saudi Arabia is not only supplying arms, it's also financing the Western-backed insurgency in Syria, and it has its long arm playing games in other places, including Lebanon and several countries in the Gulf as well. So Saudi policy in general is extremely supportive of Western aims, especially NATO aims in the Arab homeland. As far as the paradox that you mentioned, I think it's really funny that they should speak about a so-called dictatorship in Syria when, if we apply the same measures to Saudi Arabia, be it elections or having different political parties or a free press or you name it, we find that Saudi Arabia lags far behind Syria and many other countries in the region. I think that what Saudi Arabia is doing to its own people exposes its real agenda as an agenda for fomenting insurgency and civil war on sectarian basis, specifically in Syria as well as Saudi Arabia. Let me mention here that the underlying theme of Saudi policy in Syria as well as within Saudi Arabia itself focuses on the split between Sunnis and Shiites. And it is with this in mind that we should approach Saudi support for militants in Syria trying to upstage a secular regime, I might add, to establish sectarianism and a bunch of little states that have sectarian identities, especially Sunni identities as well as other identities.
What about then those sectarian pressures and divisions we're actually seeing in Saudi Arabia at the moment, and of course the discontent with the monarchy there? Could we see an uprising along the lines of what we've seen in Syria? Could it get worse?
Well, I do not think that what we have in Syria is an uprising. I think that what we have been seeing is billions of petrodollars at play, as well as plenty of CIA support, especially logistical and intelligence support to networks within Syria, trying to create a sectarian split. So I don't know if you can call that an uprising by any reasonable measure.
But nevertheless, there is discontent in Saudi Arabia against the monarchy, isn't it? And that is genuine grassroots discontent.
Well, yeah, as far as Saudi Arabia is concerned, I think they are playing with fire. By emphasizing the Sunni-Shiite split across the region, they are fomenting instability in their own backyard within Saudi Arabia itself. So this is a very self-destructive policy as far as Saudi Arabia is concerned at home. And what we are seeing is an increase in sectarian incidents within Saudi Arabia. Of course, this also goes back to the struggle between Saudi Arabia and Iran over influence in the Arab Gulf region and beyond. But you are absolutely right that there are issues within Saudi Arabia that pertain to discontent, genuine discontent, and there are sectarian issues at play that are getting worse rather than better.
Really interesting to hear your thoughts, Dr. Ibrahim Alouche, political analyst and professor at the RussiaToday University in Amman. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.